Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to this great, great day. I stand before you as a graduate of Norwalk High School, so I'm really excited about this. And I know we have a lot of other graduates of Norwalk High School. Can you raise your hand? All right, look at that. Well, first of all, I'd like to welcome all of you, and I'd like to welcome the governor here to the city of Norwalk again. We're always glad to have him come to Norwalk. And, this is a great day, and it's about time to break ground for the new P-TECH and Norwalk High School building, something that we've waited for quite some time. I believe several years now we started talking about this, and it's finally coming to fruition. So we're excited to get it going, and we're excited to see the final product when that's done. But, under the leadership of Governor Lamont, Connecticut has proven their commitment to education. That's why we have the finest schools and the finest school system in the country. And I want to thank Governor Lamont for that. And, this takes a team to do. Not one person, not two people, not three, but a whole team of people that put their heart and soul together to make this happen. So I do want to thank the Common Council. Could you raise your hand, council members here? How about our state legislators? And let's not forget our Board of Education people. Okay, well, that's why this happens. But it really doesn't happen unless there's passion and perhaps a leader from the state Senate who was able to secure 80% funding for this school. 80%, that's unheard of. And that is Senator Bob Duff, an amazing, amazing senator who constantly brings back money to the city of Norwalk. Constantly brings back money. And having said that, I'm going to have Senator Duff speaking shortly, but I want to have the president of the Norwalk Council come up and say a few words. Darlene Young. Darlene?
Thank you, Mayor. It's hard coming behind somebody who just said everything you wanted to say. So I'll have to think quick and on my feet. So I think, we thank all of the elected officials who do their job. And we can say they've done them very well because we're going to see the impact and the effects of what our state senator, all of our leadership from Norwalk and beyond have done for the city of Norwalk, and to the governor for putting his hand to that and saying okay is always a great thing. But also all of us who volunteer, all of the Common Council members, and who was actually on the committee when this was around, and I know it was Barbara Smith, if you want to raise your hands. It was before me. I think we had Greg Burnett, we had Tom Livingston, I don't know who else, but a lot of these Common Council members were here before me and were here when this started, and so I appreciate their efforts, and along with the Board of Education folks as well. This was not an easy thing, and actually the city employees as well, who every day when this project was being talked about and getting started, all the work that went into this. We're at the beginning because this is the groundbreaking, but we are at a wonderful place, and I just hope, I see these young people here. I don't know if you're going to be around when this thing is done, but you're here to say you were here when it was getting done. So you've got your history too. And I also see Miss Leisha King out here, who was with us during this time too, and I just want to thank you as well. She has moved on to bigger and better things, maybe brighter, maybe not better, but bigger. But she is a Norwalker, and we so appreciate every last one of you who had your hand in this. And even those who were naysayers and kind of feel like, why are we doing this? Well, I think when I look at the tour that Bob Duff gave some time ago about all the things that were wrong that needed to be fixed, and there were a laundry list of things. And those things, I'm sure, as young people, you've seen as a hindrance, right? And so we are removing that finally after 50 plus years. And so I'm so excited about what this will look like and what this will be. And crazy, I might even say I might want to go back to school just one day to see what it looks like. So we may roam the halls. You might see some older looking young people roaming the halls just to get a better feel of what this is going to be, because this is going to be a state-of-the-art facility and for all of our children to come. So I appreciate you all being here. I'm excited about what this is going to be for Norwalk and the community moving forward. And thank you very much.
I think she did well. How about you? Great job. And I would be remiss if I did not at least acknowledge the principal of Norwalk High School, Dr. Lynn Moore, and the principal of P-Tech, Dr. Black. And having said that, it gives me great pleasure to call forward the Norwalk Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Alexandra Estrella. Dr. Estrella.
Good morning, everyone. What an exciting morning it is. Despite the clouds in the air, I am so happy to be here today with you as we celebrate this pivotal moment. I had one of the reporters ask me earlier, why is this so important? Why are we doing this? Well, the children that you see here, they don't like to be called children, the teenagers, young adults, let's be real, are the reason why we're doing this. We need to make sure that we have facilities that are equipped to set up experiences that prepare scholars for the future. And in order for us to do that, we need to have more projects like the ones that we're seeing here today. So thank you first and foremost to our mayor for having the vision and foresight to making sure that education is at the forefront of what we do and that facilities matter. So let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you, Mayor. And I will be remiss if I don't highlight Senator Bob Duff and his tireless efforts in putting forward advocacy to make this possible, for ensuring that we got 80% reimbursement, which is unheard of, for making sure that he was at the forefront of the fight that put us here today so that we can have the school of the future. So thank you, Senator Bob Duff. Also, Governor, thank you for fighting for us, for making sure that you put education first, and for ensuring that not only Norwalk, but the rest of the state has facilities capable and suitable for the scholars of tomorrow. I also want to thank Principal Dr. Moore and Principal Victor Black for putting forward the collaboration necessary alongside our teachers and other fundamental educators in putting the vision forward so that not only the facilities team had the foresight in knowing what is necessary and possible, but also being able to maneuver and restructure space so that the construction could be possible. Thank you, scholars, for being patient with us as we move this project forward. Although you might not be the scholars that will be educated in this new facility, you are the scholars that will come back and celebrate with us the important work that will be happening here, because you are also part of this important future. So let's give them all a big round of applause, because they are as critical and important to this work. To the Board of Education for having the foresight of making this possible, thank you for being partners in this critical work and being partners in making sure that every child in Norwalk has the critical tools that they need to have the education that they deserve so that they can be the future of Norwalk, because we can't do this work without them, and they are the future of our city. Thank you all.
Okay. I also want to acknowledge our probate judge, Doug Stern. Judge, thanks for being here. So now, it gives me great pleasure. As Dr. Estrella said, thank you to the scholars. We know that when you go off to college and come back to raise your family in Norwalk, that your children will be enjoying the new Norwalk High School. So at this time, I'd like to invite up to have a few comments Christian Pierre and Kiera Kniff.
Hello everyone, thank you again. My name is Christian Pierre, as has already been said, and I'm a senior at Norwalk High School. On behalf of the senior class, I would just like to express our excitement for the new school. Although we may not be here to completely enjoy it, I'm eager to see the direction that the school will be taken in. And personally, I am most excited for the new music department. And from experience, we've practiced from everywhere, from remote parts of the school to the cafeteria to the gym, which hasn't completely been, it's been a struggle. But the Norwalk High School Marching Band will be taken to completely different heights, and I will be right there on the stands to cheer them on as I see them. And from the academics to the music department to the athletics, I'm so excited for the future generation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Christian. Hi, everyone. My name is Kiera Kenneth, and I'm also a senior at Norwalk High School. I want to go off of what Christian said and about how we won't be able to learn in the new school, but we are so excited for what it will offer to the incoming students. The improved facilities will extremely benefit all the programs that we have been a part of for 4 years here at Norwalk High School. We have both created so many great memories in the school, and we know that the future of Norwalk High School will continue to do the same in the new building. And we are both so excited to come visit when it is all finished. Thank you.
Okay, and not leaving P-Tech out, I'd like to call forward Aaron Charles to have a few words.
You can never leave P-Tech out. Hello everyone, my name is Aaron Charles. I am a senior here at P-Tech Norwalk. As a member of P-Tech's School Governance Council, I have seen firsthand the efforts put forth by our school administrators, our city representatives. Special shout out to Senator Duff, as everyone mentioned, for spearheading this initiative. From the students' perspective, although bittersweet, I could not be any more excited and hopeful for the next generation of students and staff. With design sections and learning environments for us students to strive in, all the way from our winged design to the common ground, this new building will help breed excellence and bring the best out of both schools. To our teachers, administrators, and mentors, thank you for your unwavering support, guidance, and belief in our potential. To our community partners, supporters, thank you for your generosity, collaboration, and commitment to our shared vision. And finally, as students, we are filled with gratitude, pride, and optimism as we embark on our next chapter and journey together. Let us continue to strive for excellence, embrace diversity, and seize every opportunity to learn, grow, and make a positive difference in the world. Thank you.
Thank you, scholars. I think the world's in pretty good shape, don't you? I think we're in good shape. So now I would like to invite Michelle Gilman, who is the Commissioner of the Department of Administrative Services, to have a few words.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. So great to see you all on this wonderful Monday. And I knew the rain would hold off because the governor is here. We've got Senator Duff here, our mascot. It's a great day. But truly, thank you so much for the invitation to be here today. Here at DAS, we help behind the scenes in the background, working with the community, working with the school district, working with students, faculty, and others to figure out, how does the school fit together? What is the best plan to meet the needs of the students and the faculty? And then we have the great gift of helping to dole out the payments for the school district as the project moves forward. But really throughout the project, we're a equal partner in terms of helping guide the school district through the process, working with you, as you may run into, questions or issues, or, how do we get this done and how do we make this work within the construct of the plans. It's a really phenomenal process and partnership that the DAS team and the communities have working together, especially when you look at the end product and the result of a beautiful new school that will meet the needs of the students, the faculty, and the community, because we know that our schools are parts of our community. They're community centers. And so being able to be a part of that in our small way up at the state, and then working with the governor, working with the Department of Education and our other partners, looking at the opportunities that our school systems have created and the importance of them to pathways in various careers, and especially this school school moving forward, bringing in other communities to that process, encouraging other students to be a part of Norwalk High School, looking at the career pathways that this school will have notation far into the future is really tremendous. So I thank all of you for the work that you've done behind the scenes, whether you've served on a school building committee, you've been at those Board of Education meetings, figuring out the right footprint for this school, our state legislative delegation fighting for the students and the faculty here, especially, again, Senator Duff, who you've heard has just been a tremendous advocate for this facility, Mayor Rilling as well. Just incredible partnership and collaboration from the local community on up to the state. So again, congratulations to all of you. What a great day of celebration. Enjoy.
So I'd also like to acknowledge the presence of our trades unions that are here. They did a remarkable job on Cranberry School. And we know they're going to do a remarkable job on the new Norwalk High School. So having said that, I want to invite up to have a few words the person who is mainly responsible for this happening, and that is Senator Bob Duff.
Good morning, everybody. Hearing Christian and Kira and Aaron speak, you just made this all worth it. You made it all worth it. Thank you. Christian just got accepted to Harvard. And Yale, Governor, and Stanford. All right, not doing so bad. Not doing so bad. Congratulations, and our future is bright with our kids. And that just shows that as parents, we all want better for our children than we had. That's our dream, to move forward, not to stay in a place or to move backwards. And that's why we're here today, to celebrate a move forward, a new Norwalk High School. A world-class building that is focused on the future, not the 1970s. While some of us are nostalgic for our high school experience, growing academically and socially, making lifelong friends and getting out of our comfort zone, we should not walk into this very building we attended decades ago, now that our own children now attend, with the same look, feel, and function. In fact, these buildings cannot function the same because time pushes us forward. Technology advances and learning styles adapt. And so should our school infrastructure. After 52 years, it's time for a change. This Norwalk High School and P-Tech High School will be the fourth iteration for Norwalk. My grandmother graduated from the first Norwalk High School on West Avenue. I have cousins who graduated from Norwalk High School on East Avenue, now City Hall. And I graduated from the President's School, as did my two children. We're all proud Bears, and we all love the city of Norwalk. It would be easy to keep the status quo. We have great teachers, administrators, and staff who persevere and demand excellence despite the challenges of a 1971 learning facility. We have awesome students who work hard and succeed despite leaks, cold and hot rooms, unusable courtyards, a library that is so functionally out of date that some of our middle schools are better equipped, and a cafeteria that can't keep up with the student population, let alone the security challenges I won't go into. There's a pool with air quality problems, locker rooms that are not ADA compliant, and bathrooms on all floors with plumbing encased in concrete, making it virtually impossible to repair or update. If we were not here today at this groundbreaking, the city of Norwalk and the state of Connecticut would need to invest $20 million at a minimum to maintain the status quo. That would still leave us with a third-rate auditorium, a gymnasium with mold and termite damage, classrooms without elevator access, and a substandard physical plan. And the worst part, after tens of millions of dollars, the money invested would be invisible. Barely any of the work would be noticed. And that's why it's time for a new school. The state recognized, along with the city, that it did not make sense to throw good money after bad. On December 9, 2019, Mayor Rilling and I, along with then Superintendent Adamowski, announced plans for a new Norwalk High School and P-Tech High School with an 80% reimbursement. 10 months later to that day in 2020, Governor Lamont came here to sign into law the school construction bill, officially putting plans in motion. The commitment from the state is unprecedented because officials know that to build a new high school requires a partnership. Under the old 22.5% reimbursement formula to build a new building, city taxpayers would have to shell out $185 million, virtually making such an investment impossible. With the 80% reimbursement, the city will pay $47 million, with the state picking up the bulk of the cost, saving local taxpayers $138 million. When the project is complete, we will welcome 2,000 students, including 500 P-Tech students, 100 of whom will come from outside Norwalk. P-Tech is such a great model, like the Center for Global Studies at Brian McMahon, that rather than replicate it and use valuable resources, school districts can cooperate in an inter-district model seen all across our state. And this vision and dream cannot be accomplished alone. And I want to thank a number of people who helped get us here today, many of whom have been champions since 2018, when I got fed up as a parent and school governance council member walking around the school thinking our students were getting shortchanged coming to a building that was not up to their standards. First and foremost, I want to thank Governor Lamont and his administration for all their support. Thank you. Mayor Rilling, thank you. It's a long list, so hold your applause. Superintendent Estrella, we can give her a round of applause too. My partners in the Norwalk Legislative Delegation, thank you. They have been here since day one. Members of the Norwalk Common Council, thank you. Members of the Norwalk Board of Education, thank you. Our Deputy Superintendent, Sandra Ferris, thank you for all her work that she's done. We could give her she's got a lot of headaches. So. Senate President Martin Looney, who's been a partner with me in the Senate and he's been here all the announcements so far. My Senate colleagues and House leadership, Alan Lowe and his staff, I know he's here, back in the back, and Joanna there. Mary Jordan from the Norwalk Federation of Teachers, Michelle Gilman from the Department of Administrative Services, Charlene Russell Tucker, the Commissioner of the Department of Education, Noel Petra, Jim Giuliano and the CSG and his staff, Gilbrain Construction and Management Team, Kessel Booz and Associates, our workers who are here day in and day out, thank you for all your work. Joe Toner, Keith Brothers, and everyone from the building trades. This is a PLA project, so this is going to be a great project just like Cranberry School. Dr. Moore and Dr. Black, thank you for keeping everybody calm and cool and collected as we get through this process. I have to give a shout out to Mr. Roberts, our former principal here. Alicia King, who was thanked already, our former Chief of Staff in Norwalk. Tom Livingston, our current Chief of Staff, thank you. Norwalk DPW, Norwalk Rex and Park, Robert Stowers and Ken Hughes. Doug Marchetti, who's here, thank you, Doug. John Cross, from Brian McMahon High School, the athletic director, Jim Travers from Norwalk TMP, and Garrett Bilella, thank you guys for all you've done. Our staff at Senate Democrats, thank you all for your help and time. Our teachers who are here, I see a few teachers here who have been supportive since day one when it was not always easy, so thank you all for your support. Mr. Couture, Mr. Rivera, thank you. Our P-Tech teachers and staff and students, and of course, the community for their support as well, because wherever I went in Norwalk, people would say, you keep at it. This is worth it. This is going to be good for our community. This is what we need, and this is what our kids deserve. So thank you to the community for your patience, your support, and keep pushing this forward. And I recognize that the construction will be difficult and disruptive at times, but we will work to minimize that for teachers, staff, students, and parents to the best extent possible. Just however, wait until this new school opens. Look at that picture. Wait until this new school opens. Mark my words. This new building, pool, and fields will be the envy of the state. And as my former band director, the late Jeff Smith, would say to us right before a competition, "Where are you from? Where are you from?" And we would say, "Norwalk." He would say, "Hold your chin up and say it with pride. We will always be proud to be from Norwalk." And today gives us one more reason why. Thank you very much.
So do you think he's passionate? Thank you so much, Senator Duff. We can see with your, it's really right here in your heart. So thank you very, very much. Now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce a really, really good friend of Norwalk, a person who has unwavering support, always here to help, always offering help, always lending an ear whenever we had to have a conversation. And that is the best governor in this entire country, Governor Ned Lamont.
Thanks, Harry. Hey, thanks, everybody. First of all, let me thank everybody that Bob Duff did not thank. I want to make sure everybody is included today. And I don't know, Bob, you make 1971 sound like the ancient Ming Dynasty. I was in high school in 1971. But I guess life does march on, Harry. And I want to say personally, I keep coming back. I think Harry Rilling gets it right. I think Norwalk gets it right. I love what you're doing in terms of housing, what you're doing in terms of transportation. You've got an amazing delegation led by Bob Duff. You're the Teddy Roosevelt of delegations. Speak softly and carry a big stick. Another reason that we're here. Also because this is our secret sauce. I'll tell you what I mean by that, education. You know, I go around and I meet with the other governors, and you got the NGA, and you've got Texas going up to a business guy going, "We got really cheap gas and oil." And you got Florida going over, "We sell sunshine to tourists. It's pretty easy. Come on down to Florida." And I get to say, Connecticut has the best trained, most productive workforce in the world. Come to Connecticut, stay in Connecticut, grow your business in Connecticut. It makes a difference. And the skills you need going forward are much more sophisticated in order to manage a lot of the computerization that's going on in manufacturing and across all of our different industry sectors. And that's why people want to be here in Connecticut. And I say to each and every one of our students also, you know, thank you. Thank you for making Connecticut your home. I hope we can convince you to stay here after you graduate, even if you go to Stanford or Harvard. Come on back. I did. And how important that is as well. It's an old school. It shows that we really care about our students, what it means going in. I love the mix of P-Tech and performing arts. I mean, we always talk about STEM and science, technology, engineering, mathematics, that's our future, but guided by the liberal arts, guided by the performing arts, that's what makes the magic happen. And I think that's what you're going to have at this extraordinary school. And the fact that this is a city where everybody wants to be, more and more people coming here, the fact that you can showcase it, not only make it easier to get here, Harry, more places to stay, and one of the great high schools in the country. Really glad to be here today. Congratulations, everybody.
As I said, he's a great governor, but I also admire his taste in shoes. So now it's on for the groundbreaking. But before that, I want to say one thing. Go Yukon! Are you ready?
Ready for us?
Yep.
Don't fall, Greg. Slide down.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. 3.